Hi everyone, my name is Anna and today's video is gonna be my tips and tricks for people who don't like to look like they're wearing makeup but they'll still want to look polished and awake. And makeup is just a way of people expressing themselves and trying to just emphasize their beauty, emphasize their own complexions, maybe hiding one thing or two that you don't like about your skin. So this is my naked face. I have nothing on. I washed my face and moisturized my skin, but I have nothing on. So I'm gonna show you on my actual skin the things that I will, some tips for different parts of your face. So you can see how I have dark under eye circles. I don't have much scarring except for this scar right here that I don't really mind that it shows, and I just have some unevenness on my skin tone, but it's not too bad. So I'm gonna zoom you in and then we'll get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is your complexion, your face. So let me go closer. The first thing that I will recommend for people that don't want to wear a lot of makeup is just to spot conceal. So spot conceal is just putting concealer on your skin just to hide imperfections a little bit. But to do this, you have to wear a concealer that is the same shade of your skin tone, not anything lighter or darker, because when you blend it, you will still be able to see. So this is a concealer. This is by Rimmel and is the Match Perfection skin tone. This is in the shade light medium 335, and this matches my skin. So if I wanted to hide something in my skin, I will use something that is as pale as my face. I wouldn't try to match it to anything else because I want to put the concealer and then be able to blend it. I don't know if you can see the redness in my nose. I'm gonna try to conceal that using this concealer. So I'm just gonna squeeze some. Then I'm gonna use my fingers to blend this in. And with any cream product, try to start with applying a very small amount and then go from there. If you apply too much, it can look cakey pretty fast. Just gonna put a little bit there because I feel like I have some redness that I don't like. And then I'm just gonna conceal the redness that I get around my nose. So I don't think I'm gonna try to hide anything else except for my under eye circles. So for my under eye circles, since they're so dark, they're kind of purplish. They're kind of purple and red, but they're more purple on the purple side. So I like to use my IT to do this, and I'm just gonna apply the tiniest bit because I don't want this to show. I don't want the concealer to be obvious because I'm not gonna apply foundation in my skin and then blend the concealer with the foundation. I'm just gonna apply this only. You can see already the difference that it made. I'm gonna go with the Tarte one, and I talked about this before. This is in the shade light medium, and this is more of a salmony color. You can probably get away with just a salmony color one like this one. I'm gonna just grab a little bit and just put it, especially where the most darkness is, which is right here, and just blend it out. And when applying things under your eyes, they recommend using this finger. I use pretty much those three. But the reason why I like to use my fingers is because the warmth in your fingers will help the concealer blend into your skin more naturally. So there, you can already see that I look more awake. I don't look sick anymore, and I could just get away with concealing here. I wanted to show the nose just because I know a lot of people want to hide other areas of their face. So again, a salmony color like this one for under eye circles, and a skin color like for the redness in your face. Another thing that you can do if you want to go a step further and even out your complexion a little bit is to use a BB cream. BB creams, this is the only one I have. This is the Dream Fresh BB cream by Maybelline. This is like a moisturizer with a little bit of tint in it, and it has SPF. Usually the BB creams have SPF. This has an SPF of 30. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna apply it to this side of my face because I want to show you another alternative for this side. So I'm just gonna get a tiny bit. Ooh, and I think that was a little bit too much. And then I'm just gonna grab my hand and blend it. And the reason why I like this is because it doesn't look like makeup, but it evens out your skin tone a little bit. It doesn't have much coverage or anything like foundation will. So I don't know if you can tell, this side has BB cream, this one doesn't. The difference is really minimal, but it just adds a little bit more life to your skin, I feel. So I really like it. Plus it has it has the SPF already, and you don't have to put SPF. And I don't know, I think it's just a nice alternative if you still want a little bit more coverage. And if you're feeling a little bit more daring and actually want a foundation, a couple of foundations that I have that I think are pretty natural are this by BareMinerals. This is the BareMinerals Bareskin. And I also have the BareMinerals Original. This is a powder. This is a liquid. This I have found clings to my dry patches. That's why I don't like it as much. But it is pretty natural looking. I think I like this one a bit more than this one. So I'm gonna put this one in this side of my face, and then I just put it a little bit in the cap and then tap the excess, and then just go like that. And again, a little bit, it's enough. You don't need. The less you put, the most natural will look, and just make sure you blend it nicely. So there it is. This is with the foundation from BareMinerals. This is with the BB cream, and I feel like both give you a very natural look to the skin. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is eyes. I'm gonna keep you like that, but for eyes, eye is something that I really like to emphasize because I like my eyes. So that's why I like to conceal my under eye area, and I like to do a lot of other steps that I'm going to talk about right now. If you have lashes that are not naturally curled, I know some girls are blessed with curled lashes, but if you're not, I would recommend investing on an eyelash curler. Eyelashes are curled, those aren't. So it just opens the eye way more, and you don't even need to do much after that. If you curl them pretty well, they will hold. Not all day, but they will hold. So I'm gonna curl the other eye. You can see how it just opens the eyes and makes them look prettier and just more awake, and you really are not even wearing makeup. So those are my eyes just curled with the eyelashes just curled, and I think it looks pretty nice. I will usually, if I have to go and do errands and I have no time to do my makeup, I would do again under eye concealer. I will curl my lashes and I will go. That's just the two most important things for me. You will find the ones that work for you. You don't want to put a mascara that looks too heavy or anything. I would recommend the Clump Crusher. The Clump Crusher has a brush that is designed, let me show you the brush. It's designed in a way that it won't accumulate clumps. So, and you can just do light, very light layers. This. So that is one eye with the Clump Crusher. This has no clump. This has no mascara. This has the mascara. You can see the difference. Yeah. So I'm just gonna even them out. And if you already have a mascara, what you can do is just to, like, if you have some other mascara, just get the mascara and clean the brush in a paper towel or something so it gets the least product. Just don't completely remove all the product, but clean the excess product and then go super lightly through your lashes. That's another thing you can do with a regular mascara, and that will also give you a pretty natural effect. The next thing I want to talk about is your cheeks. Now, I will usually won't even mind, and if I want a no makeup look, I will live like that. But some people, like, I prefer to emphasize my eyes. Some people like to put blush. They just like it and they just want some color in their face. So the first thing I would recommend for that is to not use a blush, but use a bronzer. This is by Physicians Formula. This is the Bronze Booster BB. This is in the shade light to medium. Instead of putting blush, I will go with this. Put a little bit of product in a brush and just put it not in here, not in the apples of your cheek, but here. Just to create some nice dimension and color. And you can see it just really adds definition and dimension. You just don't look as pale, you just don't look as flat. Just in here, and then you can just bring it up and down. And again, don't go with the dark bronzer. The ones that are out there in the market right now are so freaking dark. Don't do it. Like the Chocolate Soleil is so dark. Get the milk one, the milk Chocolate Soleil. But this one is cheap compared to those ones. It's from the drugstore and super light. If you're medium to all the way light, this is still gonna show up in you, I think. On a natural way. If you want the bronze look, then go for the darker ones. But I'm just really trying to show you products that I feel look very natural. So that is, use a blush that goes with your skin undertones. So if you have cool undertones or pink undertones, use a pink blush. If you have warm undertones or yellow undertones, use a pink that goes more coral or more orange. You know, orange sounds like a corally blush will look very natural. If you don't know if you have cool tones or warm tones, an easy way to know is by looking at your veins. If you have green veins like I do, you are warm or yellow undertones. If you have blue veins, if your veins look blue, you are pink undertones. You have pink undertones, and if you are in between, you're probably neutrals, and you can get away with any. This is Bliss by Makeup Geek, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like that. It's just a very peach corally tone by Makeup Geek. Is Spellbound, and it is more pink. Let me show you. they're super natural looking blushes. They're not extremely pigmented to the point that they will look fake. They blend beautifully. They are pigmented, but they blend nicely. And this is what this look like. Pink right here. So I really like those two for that. So I'm gonna apply the one that I think it looks more natural on me, just for you to see. And I'm just gonna go very, very lightly. Very lightly. Barely you wanna get product in here, because we're still going with the natural theme here. So just here at the not in the front but in the sides, and then blend up just tiny bit. And you can see how it just adds a tiny bit of color to your cheeks, but nothing too much. I hope this is showing on camera. I know the light washes things out very badly, so if this looks like I'm not putting anything, I'm sorry. I really hope this shows. And you don't have to put the bronzer and the blush. You can just pick one. I'm just putting both for you, to show you to you. And just gonna do the other one. The final thing after your whole face is your lips. Lips is something that I went without putting anything on for years and years. But it is good to put something in your lips, at least to put some moisture in them. So one thing that I recommend is the basic balm. This is by the EOS one that everybody knows now. And yeah, this doesn't add any color. This is just a balm, but it will give you a more to your lips, especially if they're dry. It will just give them a little bit of a not glossy look, but like shiny look in a good way, in a natural way. Those, I wouldn't even consider this makeup. This is just like, oh, I just put a balm because I want my lips to look healthy and not to look just dry and white. Sometimes when they're so dry, they look white and they don't look pretty. So a balm is the first thing that I would recommend if you don't want to put color, if you like the color of your lips, or if you just don't want to put it color for any reason. Another option is to use a balm that is tinted. This is the Baby Lips by Maybelline. Those came out, I think, last year, and they were super famous, and they are tinted. So I'm gonna apply this. You can see how it just adds a little bit of tint. And it looks red, like super red, like cranberry in the tube. But when you apply it, it is just like a nice stain of color. So this is the second option. There are also some balms that have a little bit more color than the one I just showed you that I really like. Those are the Balm Color Rich. Looks like that one. This is by L'Oreal. And I also use so much this in the summer. Even if you wear makeup, those are amazing in the summer when you don't want to put a lipstick on. They are also balms. They look more like a lipstick. Do you see? This is all that is left. I use them so much. And those ones have more color. I'm gonna put it. They have way more color, but oh, they're just so beautiful. I really like this. It just gives you a little bit of tint and it still looks pretty natural. I mean, you can tell there's something in your lips, but I really like it. I wear this at work so much when I just started wearing more makeup, but I was still afraid of putting on lipstick. I will wear this and it will complement the look very well. So I really recommend this one. Not this one, but those Color Rich balms by L'Oreal. The last thing I want to show you is sometimes you just don't want a balm. You just don't want that shiny look. You want something matte and you want something still has a lot of that gives you color. You don't want to put on a lipstick that will look like you have something in your lips, you know what I mean? So the trick that I have for this problem is grab the lipstick that you want, and this is the Lost for Blush matte lipstick by Maybelline, and it is a very pretty color, but it's nothing close to my lips. So what I would do is I will put a little bit on the top of my lips, and again the key is to put a small amounts of product in everything. If you want something to look natural, start with small amounts of product. So we'll just put a little bit there, and you can start seeing a lipstick, but then I'll just go with a clean finger and then I'll just blend it out with my finger like that. And this will give you like a stain rather than seeing the product on top of your lips. And then you just go again like in the center. You can see the difference. I don't know if you can see the difference of having a lot of product and just having a little bit. And then I just blend like that. And of course the color is going to look sheer. It's not going to look the same intensity. You can just, but it looks just so natural. It looks like your lips are actually pink. This gives you, it doesn't give you the shine because this is a matte formula, but it gives you a little bit of color in your lips without looking like you're actually wearing a lipstick. It just looks like, oh, today my lips are actually pink. And then I'll just put a little bit more wherever I feel like. And yeah, I'll be good to go. I really like this method because you can use anything you already have and you are afraid to use. Just put the tiniest bit and spread it with your fingers and it will look super natural, super pretty, and you don't have to stop to not use lipsticks because they're just too much. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it and you try any of those tips that I just mentioned. In case that you don't want to wear makeup that day, or if you just don't like makeup but still want to emphasize areas of your face that you really like, you know, just curling your lashes and putting some balm on your lips. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.